Now, as you most likely already know from some older videos, I'm a huge sucker when it comes to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. When this one was announced, all we had were concept art. I liked what they were going for, but something felt off. However, the first trailer came and it looked great. This was also the first one to actually portray the Turtles as teenagers. You'd think they'd already done that, but apparently not. Coming back from the cinemas, I can now say that this movie is very cool. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. The visuals are absolutely stellar. The rougher and sketchier look is really pleasing. The character designs are really big. They complement the characters really well, like Raphael having a bigger cracked shell and a gap tooth because he makes more rash decisions compared to his brothers, or how Michelangelo has a white head and braces because he's the youngest, or Donatello having glasses because he's the most geekiest and tech savvy out of them all. Stuff like that I absolutely love. Now, let's get this out of the way. April being black isn't that bad. She was like that in Rise. She was mixed race in the original Mirage comic. Why are we making a fuss out of this? Another thing I love about this movie is the chemistry between the four. I love how they all treat each other like brothers and friends. It's honestly really great and delightful to watch. And part of the reason why that works is that all four voice actors really did a great and splendid job. Speaking of April, she was honestly really great. I love how, like in the 1990 TMNT movie, she didn't pass out when seeing the Turtles for the first time. Trust me, it's a breath of fresh air whenever they don't pass out. She was honestly a really great written character, and it was surprising that Leo falls in love with her and not Donatello. Now, before I mention the other mutants like Rocksteady and Bebop, I want to mention a few problems I had with the movie. The first thing is some of the cultural references like BTS felt a little forced. Some of the jokes didn't really land for me. But on the other hand, it's really cool when the Turtles have white eyes. A very cool nod to the original Mirage comic. Another problem I had was, well, between you and me, Mr. Beaston's in the movie. I don't have anything wrong with him, it's just the way they directed him wasn't that great. Now let's talk about the other mutants like Bebop and Rocksteady and Superfly and Mondo Gecko. And all the other mutants were great. Superfly was a really big and dangerous threat, but they all had unique and memorable personalities. April O'Neil is great. She might seem whiny, but she gave reasonable reactions, and most of the time, she was really likable. Some of the slangs might bother some of you, but I've actually met people who spoke like the Turtles, people who spoke like Superfly, and before I forget, Jackie Chan as Splinter is such a match made in heaven. He's great. I love the reference to TMNT 2, The Secret of Ooze. I won't say what, but you'll be in for a surprise. And oh man, the action scenes are really well choreographed, delightfully entertaining, but also pulled a fresh thing where there was a lot of failures to make that final battle all the more satisfying. Really, if you mind seeing the Turtles acting like actual teenagers, this isn't for you. But for the more accepting TMNT fans like me, this is a great movie. And they're making an animated series out of this sucker? Sweet! Even if that or the sequel never happened, this movie will suffice. cowabunga!